Okay, folks, here I am. Constantly people write me for informations how to build the DriZzleR and what measurements and so on and so on. Well, I cannot do that because I'm constantly changing myself, but I promise to think about something very simple to start with, and then from then on you have your own DriZzleR, you have your own first sustainable flare, and it's up to you to use your creativity and imagination and support this DriZzleR build further, because I'm not a guru. I do not know everything. I give you this small unit as an example, as a start. So once you're on your way, once you have had this flare, then it will be all a learning curve as I did, and it will be more easier to you. What I have here is a normal standard. I started here in this little simple build with a standard paint bucket of some 30 liters and a piece of stovepipe. Now I cannot weld myself. I had all this made by a local blacksmith, and he made 2 rings like this. One ring is welded to the stovepipe, and the other ring should have been perforated with the same holes as there, and should slide over there, and together they should press the lid of this paint can firm and gas tight by the help of a sealing in ceramic cardboard you see here. The guy did not quite understood what I meant, and he spot welded the lid to the lower one. So that's not better. Is you have 2 rings and you press it in between the lid. Okay, that's the actual fuel tube. Down there I have made welded a closed ring with an opening of 75 millimeters, and welded onto it a reduction of 75 to 110, and the support for a roast. The roast is very simple. It's a very simple thing. Also, that you can simply slide in here, okay, as a roast. Okay, you can do several confirmations of this reduction. You could put it upside down. This is now a reduction piece, but you could also use a straight piece. You could close this with a grate and simply use the fuel tube, or you could put this upside down inside and around press ashes to isolate this thing. It's up to you. Use your own. I took this example because I was wrecking. If you don't have a heavy compressor later on to expand the gas from the gas chamber, then this setup gives you a slower flow, little expansion, and you could do anyway. In between, I will made some drawings what you could do. Now the second part, this is the actual fuel tube and the burning chamber and the reduction zone and the grate. And the second part is escape, and the gas escapes through this to this ring again. Here it is better done. You have a ring inside, you have a ring outside. On it is welded some thread, and then on it is the ejector. For newcomers and for first starters, I propose don't make life difficult. Start with something useful to exit your gas, and a very useful thing here is the ejector made by Steven Zabades from the Yahoo Wood Gas Group. He sold this ejector for a very moderate price. I actually bought it from him as well, and it helped me develop and build my own gasifiers in the beginning. So a good suggestion: buy such a ejector from Steven. Now, okay, inside this bucket goes your assembly with the fire tube and the reduction zone, and that will be your first complete small DriZzleR gasifier. I will do one thing more on it, that is surround and wrap everything with isolation wool to keep as much as possible heat inside, and then we will fire it up and flare. And okay, see you later. I now do the wrapping of the isolation. When that's finished, I come back to you, show how it's done, and then later in the evening, when the evening falls, then I will flare the unit and you will see how it performs. I don't use at this moment a filter. I don't use at this moment a cyclone. It's just very rudimentary thing to get your first experience, to get some feel and excitement of making wood gas and seeing how simple that is. There are people that say flaring is for sissies. I completely disagree with that. Go directly to an engine, they say. I completely disagree. Everything I learned from sitting next to the flare, observing the flare, how it changes by several changes I made, and the flare is a very important guide in your road to learn. Okay, till later. Okay, guys and girls, here we have the isolated DriZzleR. This element isolated on top, and this element isolated inside, and one goes inside the other. And voila! That's the learning DriZzleR. Here, in a moment, we will flare, and I hope you will enjoy drizzling after you build your own learning unit, and from there on, use your imagination and creativity to go further and enrich the small but growing DriZzleR community with surprises you found all by your own. Bye, thank you. See you in the DriZzleR blog.